Howard, how are you doing tonight?
One of these days, I'm going to surprise you and say I feel terrible.
Yeah.
I'm doing lousy. That's not, even if I was doing lousy, you wouldn't know about it.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of funny because this is an HO, a big HO coal tower you just built, and for one of your clients in Canada, I believe.
That's correct.
And I on the channel I featured a similar one that you did in O scale that's humongous.
That's one you wound up with.
Yep.
But there were a lot of mistakes in that one, and I hate to tell you that, but there was I really Picacci'd this thing up. Here's the original here.
Uh huh.
Now,
Let's
I simplified this one a lot. This one here, I countersunk the coal elevator into the structure. Now you can't see it here, but it left very little room for another track to go in here. I had a pass-through track, and it also had a couple of coal chutes inside. And the track wouldn't fit because of the elevator. That was the main problem. You see all this stuff up in here? It was just too much. I didn't really think this out too well, how this connected in here. So, since the client wanted a model of this, we improved it. You can
Yes.
see how we simplified this up here.
Yes. Now mine's a little different than this.
Yeah.
Mine's a different version.
Well, here's access. The access doors, our ports are over here. There's a door here which opens inward.
Let me. Oh yeah, I see it.
And we simplified the staircase tremendously. Here you walk down, you had to walk up, and it's kind of crazy. Over here, we still have this area here, the long staircase. And then over here is the sand tower, of course.
The details on this for HO are
This is the
phenomenal.
I can't say sand tower, the sand cylinder, where sand is pumped in. And here's a little sanding nozzle.
Yeah. The detail on my O scale one is exquisite, and so is this HO one. The detail on this is just as sharp.
If I didn't point out the mistakes, you never would have noticed. Because there's no prototype. It's all my imagination.
Right.
Now, this is it's a healthy build. It's taken a while to build this thing.
Yeah. And these are not inexpensive, these guys.
No. This one here as well. It's with the new price increases around $2,100.
About $2,100, yeah, for the HO one. And let's lift it up and let me show the underside of it, Howard,
Sure.
while we have it here. Oh, good
Got some coal chutes.
grief. Let me come up. Just, yeah. You got coal chutes underneath there.
Now, yours, I need two hands to hold the son of a bitch.
Yeah. Yeah, you go ahead and put that down. Just,
Now, over here, since I brought the coal elevator up here, now there'll be a coal dump under here, where the coal car comes in and dumps the coal.
Okay.
Now, that's up to the client to build. Unless he wants it on the diorama, then we can do that. So I assume he wanted a track going this way. So I had to extend these chutes, and I figured that out this morning how to do that.
to extend the chutes, let me turn this here real.
It looks believable.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And I have the only thing I'm missing now are the wires, the chains for the coal chutes and the weights, which will go on tonight.
Wow.
And plus, it has not been ordered yet. There'll be a lot of coal dust at the bottom.
Just to give you an idea, folks, this thing stands over 85 HO feet. So she stands about 12, it's about 13, 14 inches tall, HO. And she stands about 8 inches, 9 inches wide. So for an HO coal tower, she's a big mama.
Yeah. And also, these coal chutes are made by, these are kits from Tichy. But I couldn't find any O-scale kits. So I had to scratch build the coal chutes on the O-scale.
On the O scale one. But these are made by Tichy.
Well, the kits, so you have to build them.
Right. Oh, yeah. No, you had me build them the other day.
And you
And
weren't too happy.
they are tedious to build, folks.
Yeah, they take a lot of time.
They are tedious to build. And the deck plates look beautiful, or
Oh, that was your idea.
yeah, they really look good.
Actually called rivet plates.
Yeah. Let's see the little
This
house.
is the office over here.
Little office.
Maintenance shed and office.
Yeah. Nice little office. Well, this is not the only style coal tower that you make, and no two coal towers, like you just said, Howard, are exactly the same.
No, I go crazy that I had to build them exactly the same.
Right.
I told you the story about the signaling, the interlocking tower out in Pittsburgh.
Right.
What happened there?
The guy wanted one, and
And then they came back and he wanted, one was 175, and he was quite happy with it, so he comes back with two other members from the club, and they wanted to order 10. And they said, "What's the price for 10?" I paid $175 for this. And I said, "Well, how does $250 a piece sound?" And the guy said, "Are you friggin' nuts?" I said, "No, I'm not. I'm not nuts at all. I mean, the first one was fun." So,
Yeah, the first one was fun.
no, it's all fun to me. I don't care what I do.
Right, right.
But I like doing new designs. I don't like copying old. I will not build anything the same.
Right.
Anything I build, there'll be a slight, even though you might not know it, but there's a subtle change.
Yeah, I can see the change in the elevator. You know, the elevator looks a little bit
Plus
different.
it's half the size of her,
Right.
a quarter of the size of her,
Right.
half the scale and a quarter of the volume.
Still big. It's still a big building. Well, Howard, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go down on the layout and show people some other scratch-built coal towers that you've done.
Well, not until you show my ponytail.
All right.
Gotta show
It's
the
the same
ponytail.
size, Howard.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, it is.
One of these days it's going to be a horsetail. I'll surprise her. I love that thing.
Yeah, but
Sandy does it every morning. She loves pulling the hair.
my wife said she'd shoot me if I try to grow one, so I
Oh, come on.
Yeah,
Are
actually,
you serious?
yeah, she did not want me
You look
doing
great
it.
in a ponytail.
Well, look, Howard, I appreciate it. And I'm going to run downstairs real quick, and you will custom build any of these, for a client in
sure.
HO or
Yeah,
O scale.
I can copy an original, but it's not going to. There'll be subtle changes.
Right.
I see the guys say, "Hey, I want the coal tower over in the town of Guerin." I could build that,
Yep.
but it's going to be different.
Yep.
I mean, I'll know the difference. The customer might think it's the same, but I just can't do two alike.
And I can, try to help you. And like I did on this thing with the chutes, that was, boy, those chutes took a long time. But now that I know how to do it, it won't be as bad.
Well, actually, this is designed to service 4 tracks now, without the elevator in the center screwing up all the space.
Mm-hmm.
We have 2 tracks in here, and if you look in here, there are 2 coal chutes.
Okay. Yep. I see them. All right, Howard, I appreciate it. Let me pause the video and go down in the layout room and just show folks a couple other varieties. And if folks are interested in them, they're not inexpensive, but they're magnificent, and they're centerpieces on your layout if you want one. You can contact me at alpug1@verizon.net, and we can discuss the different prices and the different options.
And let me reiterate, don't call me, call Al. All sales go through Al.
Yeah. And, we can work together on them and do something. You did this one all yourself, really. This is spectacular.
Well, you were having fun with the COVID.
Yeah, yes, I was having fun with the COVID. Yeah, and while I had COVID and I come back, a week and a half, 2 weeks later, and I see this. This is just, and this took a long time to make, folks. This was not. You got a lot of time in this, Howard. I know you do.
Well, it's there's certain things that are important. Like as you get down here, when you have the inner surface paneling is horizontal, then you want the first internal bracing to be just the opposite, so that'll be vertical.
Right.
Now you notice the spacing is closer together as you get towards the bottom, and you can see how the space increases towards the top.
Right.
Because the coal load actually has more pressure down here.
At the bottom.
So that's why you need more bracing at the bottom.
Wow. All right, Howard, let me run downstairs and show folks some of these other coal towers.
Okay.
Well, folks, I'm down in the layout room. Again, this is an HO layout. It's not an O-scale layout, but you can see the different varieties of coal towers and sand houses that we can build for you. And you can contact me at alpug1@verizon.net, and we can discuss the price of them and your needs. If you want just a 2-track coal tower like this one, or if you wanted a 3 or 4-track coal tower. Let me show you some others. Here's another interesting setup on the layout of another style of coal tower that services simply 1 track, and it's got some coal conveyors here at the bottom, and it's an interesting looking structure. Let me come around and show you the front of it. Again, every one of them is different, and we'd be more than happy to discuss how much they would be depending on what style and what size you want. Take a look at the back end of this one and the other side. And here finally I'll end the video with this variation. This is another interesting variation similar to the one I just showed you, Again, this one's a single track coal tower. There's a sand house that is available separately or with it. And it just gives you an idea of the sky is the limit with imagination. Again, if you see any of these that you are interested in, contact me at alpug1.net. And if you like what you see on the channel, please hit the subscribe button. It greatly helps us push out these channels, these videos to YouTube, and hit that like button too. Thanks so much for watching.